Vanuatu is a very male-dominant society. It's very much run by the men. The men are seen, the men are heard, but the women aren't. The women are supposed to be subservient, they're supposed to be submissive, they're supposed to be not seen and not heard. And so the pain that they have is not supposed to be aired. But the men also have this idea where if they're married or they have daughters, that they are property. The biggest issue, I would say, is quite a hidden one, and it's definitely the abuse. It's whether it's domestic violence or whether it's sexual abuse or rape or anything like that, it's that abuse factor, and it's quite hidden.
When 80% of girls have been raped before they're, 10 or 12 years old, that is sickening to hear that kind of statistic. And when you have that is so permeated into the culture where they think, oh, it's just custom. We can just, pay the bribe and we're fine. So it's almost like it happens to everyone kind of thing. That's not good. That comes from a lack of knowledge of valuing life and treasuring other people and honoring others and preferring one another. Because when you truly prefer someone else, you can't beat them. You can't, mistreat them. And so there's a lack of knowledge and a lack of education on how fathers are supposed to be good fathers. Protect their daughters, not hurt them.
So my role in Vanuatu is the director of the Marine Reach Family Care Centre. We are building up this centre in Tioma Valley for women and children primarily. We're trying to have something that's a safe place for women and children to come to, and for them to have health education, for them to have free medical services, but also counselling and just being built up in their value and their self-worth, which is really quite low in Vanuatu. So with the Family Care Centre, we're starting in a brand new community, which means that we get to go on the ground level and we get to be brought up with this community as well. So we are going to focus with the children. We're going to run children's programs for them to come and just have a couple of hours per week of a safe environment, a fun environment, somewhere where they can learn to build trust with the workers that are at the Family Care Centre. And then we can also find out a little bit more about their stories. Vanuatu is very much relationship based. So the better the relationship we have with the women and the children in this community, the more input we can have into their lives. And then what we also want to do is obviously get into the families and into the men's lives, the husbands' lives, just to train them up in how to be something that's loving and something that's generous and something that values life, not just something that's a property.
If all of that is properly taught and passed down to future generations, then over time we will see a radical change within the nation, because then both women and men will be honored and respected